Sting from behind. Sting's not going to be taken off guard here. He's not going to be surprised by this unpredictability of Foley. He knew from the second he got inside the steel cage what he's dealing with, and Sting fights back. Repeated shots send Foley crashing down to the mat.
I'll tell you what, now keep in mind that Mick Foley changed the stipulations here and added in escaping from the cage also to get a win in this situation. You could see that he was charging to the top, and he also said that, hey, we're locking that door. Nobody should win that way. We're locking that door, and you can see there that Sting right now is getting control of the situation, rubbing his face on the cage. Oh, man.
The wound, the cut above the eye of Mick Foley, further open by Sting, taking him by the hair, by the head, and dragging him right across the unforgiving steel. And Foley fights back, extends the arm, connects with the right hand, and another one that's right on the money. A third shot to the jaw has Sting reeling, and Sting just uses the top ring rope just to hold himself up, and Foley continues the offense with a big clubbing blow to the back that drops the champ.
You got to wonder who this is an advantage for. To me, I think it's an advantage to Mick Foley. If you're going to sit there and brawl and throw punches, that's exactly what Mick Foley, I think, wants as far as the game plan to do in this situation. He's beaten down Sting, and he's listened to this crowd. He maybe has an opportunity to climb, but I think he's hesitating too long. And, of course, Sting, when you get up this high, it can take a long landing.
Sting able to recover. Meets Foley at the top rope. Series of shots by Sting, and
oh, man!
Sting used all of his power and strength to drive Foley back first down to the mat, but I think it was a bad landing for both champion and challenger.
Well, that's the thing. Every time you take a fall from that, even if you get the advantage of your opponent, it still hurts you. As you see the pin attempt, it still hurts you almost as bad. I mean, the bottom line is your body is hitting the mat from a distance it's not supposed to hit it from, and in this case, about 15 feet up.
And I think we saw it right there as Sting took that extra few seconds to make the cover, and Foley able to kick out. Sting tried to put Foley again face first into the side of the cage. Foley fights him off, and now Foley has Sting in the corner, and Foley measures and drives those right hands in. That's three of them, right to the top of the head, right to the side of the face of Sting, and now the chokehold, and referee Hebner warns him about that blatant choke.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he turned this thing around with something simple as a headbutt when Cactus Jack just took that forehead and slammed it on the Sting. I mean, this guy just has a pain threshold that is above and beyond anybody in the world. And look at this. Oh, Sting took the leg. Did you see that?
And look at Foley's leg. His foot is hooked at that top turnbuckle.
Oh my God, Sting just did an unbelievable shot. I mean, it was unbelievable. You can see the leg buckle down and it's still stuck. Look at that right leg. Hebner trying to get it unstuck. He knows the damage that is there. And you can just see the pain right now on the face of Mick Foley.
And Foley's ankle, Don, it was grotesque the way that ankle was twisted as it was hooked between the turnbuckle and the side of the six sides of steel.
You know, we've seen so much carnage here tonight, but to see something like an ankle turned around in a direction it's not supposed to go, stuck inside that rope by the cage, and I mean, Sting he just took the leg right out. Look at that, he's going right for that ankle and grabbed a hold of it and applying the pressure. He knows where the damage is now.
And think of how important this could be for Sting in terms of applying a move like his Scorpion. Like that Scorpion deathlock for a submission, what he's already done to weaken the leg, the knee, and the ankle of Foley.
I'll tell you what, we've seen Mick Foley now on 3 occasions try to climb this cage and get out. What I'm going to wonder is what kind of mobility that's going to give him if he tries to do that again, if he tries to climb that cage. Can that ankle support him?
Well, it's got to severely weaken any chances of Foley climbing out of the cage, and Sting just clipped him from behind again.
I'll tell you what, that time it was like the knee. I mean, he is just taking those legs right away from Cactus Jack. I mean, he's just not allowing him to get any kind of momentum whatsoever. You got to admire Sting for that. I mean, that's what the greats do. They find a weakness and they exploit it. And he just keeps rubbing that head, that bloody wound in the six sides of steel.
And I couldn't agree with you more when it comes to those desperation leaps by Sting. It weakens Foley's ability to climb the cage and also potentially sets him up for the Scorpion. And Mick Foley turns it around on Sting, and the champion is just sent directly, face first, right into the cage door.
I'll tell you what, the special lock they put on the door held, buddy, as he hit it straight on. But look at that left leg. He just can't put any pressure on it. You can see Foley just trying to, but It's just the pain that he had there in that leg.
Foley connects with the kick, but at the same time, he goes down in the corner, and Foley trying to regroup. Boy, Sting in trouble, and check Foley right now, working on the knee, pounding on his own knee, trying to get that blood flowing back to the knee, trying to be able to support his body weight.
Oh, you could just see the pain he's in. It's unreal. You could just see how gingerly he's walking. But you know, again, it's somebody that he's able to just bear through that like nobody ever has in the history of this business. It's a done.
2 only.
Holy cow. I'm sitting there and you saw the count go to 2, and you just figured Sting was going to get the shoulder up, and buddy, he barely got it up at the last second.
Yeah, I wasn't as sure as you were. I saw him hit that neck breaker, and I saw Sting's head hit the mat. Foley immediately on for the pin, and Sting barely escaped the 3.
Now here's the test. Here's the test as you see Foley. And again, you can see him reach down and grab that left knee. I mean, it's the
almost
knee,
as if he had
ankle.
second thoughts right there when he went to the corner.
He can't put weight on it. He can't climb this fence. Can't do it.
Goes back with a boot for Sting, and then drops him down, spiked him on his head with the double arm DDT.
I'll tell you what, though, that's twice now that Sting has had a violent shot to his head, and you think of the concussion
Arm
factor.
extended.
Here it is. 1,
here's the
2.
pin, 2, and
but he just doesn't have any oomph in that. When he got the shoulder up, Mike, there just wasn't any, any snap to it. That's what's scary for Sting right now.
At the same time, when Foley went for the cover, you notice he was just draping his arm across the prone body of Sting. It wasn't like he was able to put all of his body weight behind the pin attempt.
You see the blood, though, in the eye of Foley, and again, though, he's just trying to... Oh, he just can't seem to get the weight right on that left foot. Look at that.
And he's going to try and beat Sting in his own game with his own move with a scorpion, and Sting's fighting it off. Who better to know how to counter than Sting?
Can
Foley
he get it
trying to
turned
twist.
around?
Foley trying to turn. He's close. He's close. He's got it. And Hebner's right there. Hebner checking with Sting.
Sting able to fight through it, but you heard a scream of pain come from his lungs there as Mick Foley's hurt him, and Sting is hurt bad. The problem is Foley so hurt?
What's Foley motioning for here?
He wants the door open.
He's saying, open the damn door. And he just shoved down referee Hebner.
I mean, we heard him earlier say that nobody should win by going through the door. He wanted it locked, but you know what? This is a case where it's going against him. He never said you couldn't win by going through the door. He said you shouldn't win, and now, because he can't climb this cage, he's wanting to go through the door and in this thing.
Couldn't agree with you more. He's having second thoughts about the words that he had just moments ago right before this match.
Well, that lock that's put on, and I watched him put it on, it is a gigantic lock. And it was his, what'd he do? He just kicked the cameraman.
What the hell?
He just kicked the cameraman through the hole in the cage where they put their cameras. Oh my God, he just took the cameraman out.
My
This guy's
God,
crazy.
just when you think you've seen everything here at Lockdown, one of our cameramen has been sent flying and down because of the Foley kick.
Look at this, he's trying to get to the floor.
He's trying to
going through the hole.
He's trying to escape through the camera hole. That is one way of escaping. Foley's trying to win by going through that hole, and Sting's pulling him back.
I'll tell you, the bottom line is he doesn't have the strength and elegance. Sting, he's fired up. He's fired up, and the crowd knows it.
Scorpion applied. Scorpion deathlock locked in by Sting, and think of the pain that Foley must be in. The injured ankle, the injured leg, knee.
Are you